Hello, trading is closed on January 10th, 2023. Let's do our disclaimer, go over our calls, and make some predictions. Please read my disclaimer, and please remember I can be wrong, and any trade you make should be at your own risk. Look for the pattern with the early low, which is this. Tomorrow should also have the early low. We had some higher targets. I said they were at increased risk of failing to print, and they didn't, but they're actually within reach of printing on Wednesday, which is entirely possible. Today's pattern said ultimately we should see 38.99.46. There isn't any time limit on this, but usually you don't have to wait that long. During the day, MEJT said ultimately lower price would print. They did. Said the drop was false. They said price would retrace. They did. When they dropped again, it said that wasn't the real thing. They retrace. Here it said ultimately we trade both lower and higher. When we traded higher, so it was false. Price would retrace. That's true, but we still haven't gone enough lower to satisfy the 38.99.46 target, and ultimately it should print. Let's go over where we are in the pattern. We had a big reversal day yesterday. It hasn't been invalidated yet, and there's a very good chance that if this is the right count, that we've completed wave red A down, that yesterday completed red B up, and that we're now in wave red C down, which should complete black 2 with the October low holding. And once we get that final drop, and considering the size of red A, red C could be quite a big drop. If it's equal to A, will be near 3,600. Once we get that final drop, we should have a wave 3 up. Doesn't mean it's the only count, but until it changes or is invalidated, that's what I'm going to work with. So let's focus in on what's happened since this top. Forget the colors because I don't know what the degree is when I make these charts, and until I'm certain what the degree is, I just change colors from chart to chart. So we have this wave 1. We're making wave 2. We've had the A and had the B. Let's make these red. That's what they are in the other chart, and we have more confidence now. All right, so we think we're in red C down. So let's focus in on what's happened since yesterday's top. I'll make this red again. All right, I can count that move as an ABC with good fibs. Today we have a different ABC, which I'm calling A of larger degree. Had we just dropped from here and kept dropping, that could have been it. But it looks to me there's a little more structure we're going to have to complete to get blue B. But once we complete blue B, then there should be a drop because we're still in this wave red C down. So we have an A with a B to complete, and then red C goes down, and since red A was large, red C is likely to be large, complete black 2, and that's the end of the game for the market drop, if, as I believe it will, if this low holds. So we have a little higher to go here by that count. significant drop, maybe near 3,600, which should start pretty soon. And then if I'm right and this low holds, we get a big move up. But we take it a day at a time. We have a target that ultimately 38.99.46 will print. It looks to me like this move up has a little bit more work to do on the upside. It looks like yesterday's high is going to hold. So tomorrow, or perhaps on the 12th, I'll be looking for this pattern to find the top, perhaps where there's resistance at these prices, 39.29 plus and 39.36 plus, and then start to move down. So tomorrow has the early low. As long as this low holds, yesterday's low holds, I think that's a very plausible pattern. We have resistance at these prior prices. So if we do go up, we have reasonable targets and a reasonable stop prior to a big drop starting. And that's today's call.